Marrakesh, a city that dazzles with its vibrant colors, bustling souks, and ancient history. But this magical city offers much more than meets the eye. In this video, we'll explore the hidden treasures and cultural wonders that make Marrakesh truly unforgettable. Fun facts about Marrakesh. Did you know that Marrakesh's Medina is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its labyrinthine streets dating back nearly 1,000 years? The city is also home to the world-famous Jardin Majorelle, an oasis of vibrant plants and striking blue architecture. And here's something unique. Marrakesh blends tradition and modernity with ease, hosting high-end fashion events like the Dior show against the backdrop of ancient palaces. A world of color and chaos. Marrakesh is a city that dazzles the senses, and nowhere is this more apparent than in its Medina, a labyrinth of narrow streets, bustling souks, and hidden courtyards. As you step into the Medina, you'll be transported into a world that feels frozen in time. The souks or markets are the heart of the Medina, where you can find everything from hand-woven carpets and leather goods to spices and traditional Moroccan lamps. The intoxicating scent of spices, cumin, saffron, and cinnamon, mingles with the sounds of shopkeepers calling out to passers-by, inviting them to explore their wares. One of the most iconic sites in the Medina is Jemaa el Fna, the city's central square, where the energy reaches its peak at sunset. Snake charmers, musicians, storytellers, and street performers fill the square, creating an atmosphere that's both chaotic and magical. It's here that you can also sample traditional street food like merguez sausages, or a warming bowl of harira, a spiced tomato and lentil soup often enjoyed during Ramadan. As night falls, the square transforms into an open-air dining hall, with food stalls serving dishes like tagine and mechoui. Wandering through the Medina, it's easy to lose yourself in the maze of streets and alleys. But that's part of the charm. Each corner reveals something new, an intricately carved door, a quiet riad, or a bustling spice market. But just beyond the Medina's energy lies the peace and tranquility of one of Marrakesh's most famous gardens, the tranquil beauty of Jardin Majorelle. After the vibrant energy of the Medina, escape to the serene Jardin Majorelle, one of Marrakesh's most iconic gardens. Designed by French painter Jacques Majorelle in the 1920s and later restored by fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent, the garden is a masterpiece of color and design. The bold cobalt blue buildings, known as Majorelle Blue, stand in stark contrast to the lush greenery and exotic plants that fill the garden. Walking through the winding paths, you'll discover fountains, towering cacti, and vivid flower beds, all set against the backdrop of the vivid blue architecture. The garden is also home to the Berber Museum, which showcases the rich cultural heritage of Morocco's indigenous Berber people. The museum's collection includes traditional jewelry, textiles, and artifacts, offering a glimpse into the fascinating history of the Berber culture. While Jardin Majorelle is a popular destination, its peaceful atmosphere makes it a perfect retreat from the city's hustle. The calmness of the garden provides a moment of reflection and relaxation, but it also sparks curiosity. What other wonders of Marrakesh's artistic and cultural heritage are waiting to be discovered? Koutoubia Mosque and Marrakesh's architectural marvels. A short walk from Jemaa el Fna, the Koutoubia Mosque stands as one of Marrakesh's most impressive landmarks. Its towering minaret, visible from much of the city, is an iconic feature of the Marrakesh skyline. The mosque, built in the 12th century, is a masterpiece of Almohad architecture, with its simple yet majestic design. While non-Muslims are not allowed to enter the mosque, you can still admire its beauty from the outside and explore the surrounding gardens, which offer a quiet spot to rest and reflect. From the Koutoubia Mosque, it's easy to dive deeper into Marrakesh's architectural heritage. One of the must-visit sites is the Bahia Palace, a stunning example of Moroccan craftsmanship and design. Built in the late 19th century, the palace was designed to be the grandest of its time, with intricately carved cedar wood ceilings, colorful zellige tiles, and peaceful courtyards filled with orange trees and fountains. Walking through the palace's maze-like layout, you can imagine the opulence and grandeur of royal life in old Marrakesh. For a contrast, visit the Saadian tombs, hidden for centuries and only rediscovered in 1917. The tombs are the final resting place of Sultan Ahmed al-Mansur and his family, and are an exquisite example of Moorish architecture, with their intricately carved arches and tile work. The tombs provide a glimpse into the city's regal past while offering a quiet space to contemplate the passage of time. The city's architectural beauty can leave you in awe, but no journey through Marrakesh is complete without indulging in its mouth-watering cuisine, a culinary adventure. Marrakesh is a city that's just as rich in flavor as it is in history, and exploring its culinary scene is an absolute must for any visitor. Start your food journey with a classic Moroccan breakfast of misamen, a flaky, layered pancake served with honey or butter, paired with a steaming glass of mint tea. You can find this local favorite at Café des Épices, a rooftop cafe in the heart of the Medina, where you can enjoy breakfast with panoramic views of the souks below. For lunch, head to Nomad, a modern Moroccan restaurant known for its innovative takes on traditional dishes. Here you can try lamb tagine slow-cooked with dried apricots and almonds, or savor couscous tafaya, topped with caramelized onions, raisins, and cinnamon. The rooftop terrace offers stunning views of the Medina and is the perfect spot to escape the midday heat. If you're looking for an authentic Moroccan dinner, book a table at Al Fassia, a women-run restaurant famous for its impeccable service and traditional dishes. The mechoui is a standout, as is the bastilla, a savory sweet pastry filled with spiced chicken or pigeon and topped with powdered sugar and cinnamon. The attention to detail in both the food and the setting makes for an unforgettable dining experience. For dessert, don't miss chabakia, a deep-fried pastry coated in honey and sesame seeds, often enjoyed during Ramadan but available year-round in Marrakech's bakeries. Pair it with a strong cup of Moroccan coffee, and you'll have the perfect end to a culinary adventure. With your appetite satisfied, there's still more of Marrakech to explore. What's next on your journey through this magical city? The souks of Marrakech. Marrakech's souks are legendary, and no visit to the city would be complete without spending time getting lost in their winding alleyways. The souks offer an overwhelming variety of goods, from brightly colored textiles and hand-woven rugs to leather goods, pottery, and intricate lanterns. One of the most famous souks is the Souk Semerine, where you can find everything from traditional clothing to spices. Haggling is part of the experience, and with a bit of negotiation, you can walk away with beautiful, authentic souvenirs. For those interested in artisanal crafts, visit the Souk des Teinturiers, also known as the dyer's souk. Here, you'll find vibrant skeins of wool and silk hanging in the sun to dry after being dyed with natural pigments. Watching the dyers at work, mixing colors and dipping fabrics into vats of dye, gives you a deeper appreciation for the craftsmanship involved in Moroccan textiles. The sights, sounds, and smells of the market create a sensory experience unlike any other. After a day of exploring the souks, what better way to unwind than with a visit to a traditional Moroccan hammam? Relax and rejuvenate at a Moroccan hammam. After the excitement of the souks, there's no better way to relax than with a visit to a traditional Moroccan hammam. A hammam is a steam bath that's deeply rooted in Moroccan culture, and it's the perfect way to unwind and cleanse your body after a long day of exploring. You'll find public hammams throughout the city, but for a more luxurious experience, visit one of the many spa hammams located in riads and upscale hotels. At a hammam, the process typically involves a series of cleansing rituals, starting with a steam session to open your pores, followed by an exfoliation with black soap, and finally a relaxing massage with argan oil. One of the best places to experience this is at Les Bains de Marrakech, an elegant spa offering a full range of hammam treatments in a serene, candlelit environment. Practical tips for visiting Marrakech. Marrakech is an unforgettable destination, but a few practical tips will help ensure you have the best possible experience. The best time to visit Marrakech is during the spring or fall, when the weather is warm but not overly hot. Summers in Marrakech can be extremely hot, with temperatures often reaching above 40 degrees Celsius. So if you visit during this time, be prepared to take breaks in the shade or air-conditioned spaces. When it comes to transportation, Marrakech is best explored on foot, especially in the Medina, where cars are not allowed in many areas. Taxis are a convenient way to travel longer distances, but make sure to agree on a price before starting the journey, as most taxis do not use meters. If you want a more authentic experience, consider taking a calèche ride, a horse-drawn carriage that offers a scenic and leisurely way to see the city, especially at sunset when the streets are glowing with a golden hue. When it comes to money, the local currency in Morocco is the Moroccan dirham. While credit cards are widely accepted in hotels, larger restaurants, and shops, it's always a good idea to carry cash, especially when shopping in the souks or smaller cafes. ATMs are available throughout the city, but be mindful of withdrawal limits and exchange rates. Language is another important consideration. While Arabic is the official language of Morocco, French is widely spoken, especially in tourist areas. You'll find that many locals in Marrakech also speak English, particularly in hotels, restaurants, and shops. Learning a few basic Arabic phrases, such as shukran, or thank you, and salam, or hello, will go a long way in creating connections with the locals and showing respect for the culture. In terms of dress, Marrakech is a city that blends tradition with modernity. While the city is relatively relaxed, it's still important to dress modestly, especially when visiting religious sites like mosques or palaces. For women, covering shoulders and knees is advisable, and both men and women should avoid overly revealing clothing. Lightweight, breathable fabrics are ideal for the warm climate, and don't forget to bring a scarf or shawl for sun protection or covering up when needed.